I felt like when I first came in, everything was flowing. Yeah. Right. Then I remember feeling like, man, it's almost like no matter what I do, I feel like there's so much resistance. It's like it's not working with me because, you know, the stars aren't aligning, whatever. But something is just, so then it just started to be like, I don't know. I feel like no matter what I do anyway, it's not going to work. That kind of thing with music. And then I remember my mom saying, yeah, because when things are right, they just flow. And I was like, you know, that's when I realized this is not my time. But my time's going to come later. This is a time for me to like learn and test run. My actual time is going to be later, much later, but I don't know when. But when it happens, then I'll know. And I remember telling my sister, because Angela's very practical. My sister's a lawyer. And she's like, okay, but but how about this? And she was like, well, how? And I was like, I don't know. Even like up to like 2 years ago. I was like, I know no one ever comes and says, you know, you did your thing and you had a really big record and you had some other big records. But 20 years from now, girl, that is going to be your time. I was like, that just doesn't happen. Right. You have your time and then that's kind of it. I was like, but I know that that's not what's written. That's not what's there. I know it. And I was like, I know it doesn't make sense because it's not how it happens, but somehow that's just going to be what happens.
No, sometimes you can have like a resurgence. Like
not a resurgence. Well, I won't want to speak too soon because I'm not God, so I don't know. But just test run and then later. Actually, Fab is the only person I ever told outside of my family. I was like, Fab is going to... Well, now I'm telling everybody, actually. I don't know if I want to do that. I guess I just did already anyway.
You're out here now.
I was like, the first time's going to be like a test run. And now my time is going to be later. And I don't know like exactly what it's going to look like, but it's going to be much different and just... It's going to be like what I always was like, this is the time. And he was like, well, how are you going to do that? Because you just said like you're in mommy mode and da-da-da. I was like, I don't know. That's all I was given. I wasn't given the rest of it. So we'll see. And I didn't even know until when I woke up that day, I didn't know that the switch was going to switch. And I was like, oh, it's time for now. Let me get in the studio right now. Until like later that day.